Welcome to Echoes from the Mountain Mindful Tuesday, where we learn simple mindfulness techniques and practices that we can use to create resilience and bring awareness and intention to our day-to-day lives. My name is Lorraine from Gracious Mountain Therapies, and I am your guide on this mindful journey. Today, we're diving into a practical tool for managing overwhelm and cultivating mindfulness: the timeout jar for tasks. There are many different versions of the timeout jar that can be adapted for different feelings and situations, such as the gratitude jar that some of you may have heard about in last week's Young Explorers podcast. We all know that feeling of overwhelm, right? That mountain of to-dos looming over us, stealing our peace of mind or keeping us awake at night. They could be to-dos at work or at home. This technique can be used for both and has helped me immensely when I'm feeling buried under my responsibilities, and I'd like to share it with you today. So, the timeout jar for tasks. Picture this: a simple jar filled with slips of paper or objects, each one representing a nagging task that's been cluttering your mind. But here's the twist: this isn't about procrastination. It's about creating a mindful pause, a space to breathe and refocus. Those of you who listened to the weekly newsletter this week may already have a jar or box or other container ready. If not, just listen and try the exercise later. So how does it work? First of all, we need to gather our supplies. Grab a jar or box with a lid. Some small objects such as paper clips, buttons, stones, etc. Anything that can represent the tasks you find overwhelming. Or perhaps just use slips of paper or card and get yourself a pen. Then, the next thing, take your jar and just hold it in your hands. We're going to turn this simple jar into a reminder to take time for ourselves. A time-out jar. So just focus on that jar for a minute. And with each deep breath, imagine a little bit of calm energy flowing into the jar. Let it become a symbol of those brief moments of pause we so often forget to take. Now, pop the jar down, gather your objects. Each one represents something that often pulls at your attention: a task, a worry, a responsibility. Or write down the tasks that are weighing on you. Be specific and concise. Now, we are going to place the tasks slowly and individually into the jar. As you write each task or pick up an object, say out loud or silently to yourself what that task is. For example, this paperclip is the pile of laundry that I need to do. Then place the object or fold the paper and drop it into the jar. And as you do so, visualize that task leaving your mind and entering the jar, creating a sense of release. Once you have placed all of your objects or the pieces of paper that you've written on into the jar, close the jar and set it aside. Now, simply sit. Focus on your breathing, the rise and fall of your chest. If your mind wanders, bring it gently back to your breathing. Step away from your to-dos for a short while. Maybe meditate, read, or simply listen to calming music. Allow yourself to disconnect from those tasks for a set period, say 15 to 30 minutes. Notice how it feels to set aside those thoughts, even for a short while. This is the gift we give ourselves with a simple time out. When your time out is over, open the jar and review those tasks. Do they seem any less daunting or more manageable now? Has your perspective shifted? I know it sounds simple, but trust me, this exercise has been a game changer for me. It's not about magically erasing your to-dos. It's about giving yourself permission to pause, to find a moment of calm amidst the chaos. And often, when I return to my tasks, I find that they seem more manageable, less overwhelming. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried anything like this before? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments here or on our social media channels. And if you give the timeout jar for tasks a try, let me know how it goes. Thanks for joining me for Mindful Tuesday. Remember, it's okay to feel overwhelmed sometimes. The key is to find tools and techniques that help you navigate those feelings. Mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. There will be easy days and challenging days. Be patient and kind with yourself. As we close, extend that same kindness outward to those around you and to the wider world. I am Lorraine from Gracious Mountain Therapies, and you have been listening to Echoes from the Mountain, Mindful Tuesday. If you would like to continue to share in the Echoes from the Mountain podcast, don't forget to click follow or subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts on today's practice, and if you have any particular subjects you'd like me to cover, then please drop me a line. If you know someone who would enjoy the Echoes from the Mountain podcast and YouTube channel, then please share the links or look us up on social media channels such as Facebook, LinkedIn and YouTube. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow is our Younger Explorers, where for the youngest explorers we are looking at our emotions, and in the chill zone for teenagers it is all about journaling to help our resilience. Till then, take care and remember, you are not alone on this journey of discovery. We are all finding our way.